What is going on YouTube? Greetings from Ruby Princess here early in the morning on a sea day. A lot of people ask me, hey, you're going on this cruise. What do you do on days where you're just at sea? Isn't that like super boring? So I figured I would take you along so you could see my day, decide for yourself whether or not you think it's boring. It's early in the morning here. It's like 6 a.m. on the Ruby Princess, and you can see I got the atrium almost to myself. No, everyone was out probably going to the club last night. We had another sea day yesterday. And so I figured, I'd show you my day on board, some of the things to do, things that I'm interested in, but I'll probably show you some things that maybe I don't do, but are available on board on a sea day, so you can kind of get a feel for what it's like and if you'd enjoy it. So without further ado, let's jump into this video. So the first thing I do every morning is I order a butter pecan latte from the Princess app. Room service on Princess is free through their app, but you do have to pay for specialty coffees. So in this case, the butter pecan latte that I got is $3 to $4, so not too expensive, better than Starbucks. And if you wanted black coffee, that's free. But I like the fufu coffee, so that's what I got this morning. So I'm just about finished here, so let's head up topside and see if we can catch a sunrise. So as you can see, if you're a morning person, you pretty much have the entire ship to yourself. You can enjoy these amazing sunrises without having to worry about fighting for a good spot on board the ship. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy it. But I think right now I'm gonna head down and we're gonna do a little morning exercise. So we are on deck 7, which I believe is called the promenade deck. And we're gonna go outside. Yeah, it is called the promenade deck. Look at that. We're gonna go outside. What I like to do in the morning is, on a ship, is I like to walk and get as many steps in as I can before the day starts. And my goal, to be honest with you, is to get at least 5,000 steps in before I go to my first activity. But I'd really like to get to 10,000, and then all the other steps are bonus for the day, and I usually end up somewhere around 20,000 if I do that. If I do 5,000 steps, I usually end up somewhere around 15,000, 16,000. On board the ship, you'll do a lot of walking. I don't take the elevator, I take the stairs. I try to book my cabin in like a middle deck. I'm on deck 10. There's 19 decks on the ship, so I either gotta go up or down to get somewhere, and I'm all the way forward. And a lot of this stuff is all the way aft. I also will shoot up to the running track sometimes, but mostly I like to be out here because it's just unimpeded walking, where other spots on the ship, your walking can be impeded by different things on board the ship. And this is just a round loop that you can do. You can run it, you can walk it. It's a great way to start off the morning. It's the way I like to start off my morning. So another great spot to hit up is the gym. We're gonna be quiet because there's people working out in here, but you can see there's all kinds of free weights. I'm actually nursing an injury right now, so I'm not spending a lot of time in here, but you can jump on these treadmills if you don't like walking outside. You have this beautiful view of the ocean. Got all this area, like all these bikes, there's yoga classes, all that kind of stuff. So it's a pretty cool area, to hit up on your sea day, or any day for that matter, to try to work off some of that cruise ship food. Definitely want to work off those desserts. Also, I want to show you this. So on the way into the gym, you pass through the spa area. I don't normally come here because I'm used to Thai spa prices. So this is pretty expensive compared to that, and I just can't pay that amount of money. But if you want to do some spa treatments or something like that, they've got all kinds of stuff. Look, they've got like wrinkle remover, Botox, all that kind of stuff. I'm not really into that, but it is something that you could do on a sea day to to pass the time, I guess, if you're into that kind of stuff. But let's go down and hit up some of the pools, the outside bars, and hot tubs. So there are a ton of these hot tubs. Probably, I don't know, 10 of these hot tubs. Ooh, that's warm. That's too warm for being off the coast of Costa Rica. But yeah, they're all over the ship. There's a bunch of pools all over the ship, and early in the morning like this, you can grab one of these and keep it all day if you're so inclined. So this is another great thing to do. Obviously, when you're at sea, got the beautiful view of the ocean. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but this is the aft end of the ship, and it's just gorgeous out that way. Let me take you down to another pool that's closer to the water, where you'll get my favorite view of the ship. So let's go down there. So if you like to spend the day at bars, like tiki style bars, there are tons of bars throughout the ship. My favorite is this bar right here called the Outrigger. And the reason it's my favorite, it's on the aft of the ship, and as you can see, hardly anybody's here. It's kind of hard to find, so a lot of people probably never even discover it. There's a pool here that if you were here right now, you'd have completely to yourself. There's all kinds of seating all over the place, and your view is my favorite part of the ship, the aft part of the ship, where the wake makes the water a little bit bluer. It's just a beautiful, unobstructed view of the ocean. To me, it is the essence of what being at sea is about. Sitting out here, look, table all to myself, $1 million view. You can't beat it. So that's one of the bars. We'll go head around and look at some of the other ones as well. So this ship has a ton of pools for you to drown in. Just kidding. But they have plenty of these bars, these outdoor style bars, to drown away your sorrows in if you're so inclined. Oh, I know it looks like the same pool, but it's not. It's a different pool. Double hot tubs. Another bar, another outdoor bar. Over there, it's not open yet. It's early in the morning, but since it's early, let's go check out what's for breakfast in the buffet. So I don't normally eat breakfast in the morning. I just have my coffee. But I know a lot of you are probably interested in breakfast options, so I'll show you a couple on board Ruby Princess. So this is the buffet. So you've got your Mediterranean style, right? Breakfast, meats and cheeses. Got your cereals, which is my favorite. Got your fruits for you healthy folks. Like salads here, breakfast salads. Bunch of pastries. I have no idea what those are, but they look good. And then you got your traditional omelet. You can actually get them to make you an omelet made to order. So if you want a fresh one, you can get that. And ooh, look at this. Some Filipino style pork casino. And your traditional American breakfast. So if you've researched cruising at all, you know most cruises have drink packages, which include alcohol, coffees, all kinds of things like that. But it can be pretty expensive, to be honest with you. But there are free options. And you know me, I'm kind of a budget traveler, so free is my cup of tea. Well, not really free, included with your fare. So you have iced tea, which is my favorite. Obviously you have hot water and you can make your own teas, right? They've got all the fancy tea brands for those who are into that. And then they have as much decaf and regular coffee as your heart desires. So there's plenty of free options on board. Also, if you're into Splenda and other kinds of sweeteners, they have those too. You can take a cup to your room. You can fill up your water bottle. That's what I do. I usually fill up my water bottle with tea and water throughout the day. So I really don't spend a whole lot on drinks, but I'll talk more about that later because I do splurge, a couple times a day. So there is another complimentary option for breakfast. It's the International Cafe. This is where they make the foo-foo coffees that cost money, but all the food here is free. It's actually not just for breakfast either, it's for all day. You've got pastries, you've got an assortment of avocado toast, and if you're healthy, trying to eat a little better, they got some grapefruit as well as some other fresh fruit options. My favorite being the kiwi. Before heading off the shower, I decided to shoot some hoops at the basketball court. Nothing but net. On my way back to my cabin, I stopped to watch the fruit sculpturing skills of the chefs on board. It was pretty cool. After showering, I figured I'd walk around the ship and see if I could find anything interesting to do. That led me to the casino. I'm not a big gambler, but I figured you guys might want to see it, so here you go. So if you're a gambler, they have all of the slot machines, all of the games, blackjack, roulette, all the stuff you would find in a Vegas casino they have here. They even have sports betting as well. So if you wanted to bet on some sports teams, like right now, all the NFL games are happening, you can come and bet on your favorite team here, make the game a little bit more exciting. So if you're into gambling, there's that option as well. Gambling isn't my thing, but live music is. So I headed over to the Wheelhouse Bar, which wasn't too busy because it was early, catch a little bit of live music.
Filling out my cup, coffee talk on the screen porch. So in love, now you're the one I'm losing sleep for. And I hope the wrong one slip right through your magic fingers. And I hope we find some way to fall in love like we were. Yeah, you're the only reason I was California dreaming in the first place.
So right next to all this singing and dancing in the atrium are 2 levels of stores. You can buy jewelry, you can buy clothes, you can buy camera equipment, you can get all the makeup and Clinique products that your heart desires. So if you like shopping, you can spend part of your C-Day shopping as well. So next up, I headed over to a game show called Yes or No. The objective for the contestant is to not use the words yes or no as replies to questions that are being asked by the game show host. Sounds easy enough? It's not. This guy didn't fare so well.
Josh, tell us where you're from.
San Francisco, California.
San Francisco? Okay. And now, you've lived there your whole life?
No.
Okay. Josh, do you understand the rules of the game, Josh? Yeah. Okay.
After the game show, I caught more live music by this pretty amazing violin sister duo. They're pretty awesome. I can't play too much of this because of copyright, but they're amazing. So after enjoying a coffee and that great music, I headed over to a Captain Circle event. So if you don't know, the Captain Circle is Princess's loyalty program, and this event is attended invite only by people who have a ton of cruise days. I have no status, but the top cruiser on board is an Army veteran that I met, and he's able to invite people, so he invited me to this event, which was awesome. The drinks are free. I had some mojitos, but it was really cool to watch them honor him, and I'll just show you how that went.
Our most travel guests for this voyage, worth 1,387 days, we have Mr. Gregory Bennett.
There we are. Where do you want to be? Middle? I'll suggest on the left side there, but it's up to you, right? Okay, between the 2 captains, over here. There you go. You gotta say blue cheese, put the belly in and shoulders out.
So that was really cool to watch, and really thankful that Greg invited me to this event that I normally wouldn't be able to go to, and I got to hang out with a bunch of other new cruise buddies as well. It was really cool. So it's about 8:30, almost 9 o'clock at night. There's a ton of things I could be doing right now. I could go play a game of Texas Hold'em. I could go hit up the nightclub. There are bands playing in the multiple bars on board, and there's so many things. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put up a schedule right now so you can see all the different events that happened today, maybe some I didn't show you that you might be interested in and curious about, but I'll put that out. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go grab a chili dog, and I'm gonna sit out here and I'm gonna watch a little bit of football, which is an awesome way to end a day at sea. Tomorrow we'll be in the Panama Canal, which will be amazing. But tell me what you think about a day at sea. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, we're closing in on 90,000, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. See you next video.
Oh, I wanna stay right here.